So what do I mean by other people's monkeys? But if you know this information, then you will save at least 30 minutes to 1 hour a day in your work life or your business life, seriously. But if you don't know this information that I'm about to share with you, then potentially people are stealing time from you. People are taking time away from you, and you don't even know that. So what is it? What am I talking about here? Other people's monkeys. So imagine a situation where you are like walking by, all of a sudden one person come next to you, a stranger comes to you and say, hey, Ruble, can you hold on to this monkey for like 2 minutes until I go to that stop sign and come back? You'll be like, oh, sure, why not? It's only a monkey, right? So you hold on to it, and then it's like 2 minutes, and it's 5 minutes, and it's 1 hour, it's 24 hours, it's been a month, 1 year, 10 years, and the person hasn't come back yet. Does this happen to you? Let me explain what I mean by that. In your work life, like, are there people in your business, in your job, people who come to you and say, hey, can you please do this for me? And then you start doing it, and that becomes your job for the rest of your life. And you're like feeling so guilty, like, oh, I'll take it, I'll do it. And you keep on doing it. In management, when you're a manager, when you're an entrepreneur, this becomes even more important. There are so many employees, there are so many people in the world who are trained in handing over their monkeys to others. Originally, this term was coined by Kenneth Blanchard, who I happen to have an opportunity to co-write like different chapters of a book with. And he came up, I mean, his book was famous. It's called 1 Minute Manager. And he wrote many books, and he actually have a book called Other People's Monkeys, or something to the effect of that. So when you look at your career, when you look at your business, who are the people who are bringing monkeys to you? So they were carrying this monkey, and you had a conversation with them. You are walking away with their monkey, their task, their projects, their life, their baggage, their confusion, their negativity. Does that make sense? So all of a sudden, you are like really relaxed and happy and everything, and you didn't have any burden on you. And this person hands over this thing to you and leaves. For example, if you're a manager, in your conversation, time and again, I have worked with people from 25 different countries, Black, white, Asian, Chinese, all kind of people, like from different cultures. The managers, the entrepreneurs who failed in their business, in their management, are the people who take the next action in their hand. What does that mean? What it means is you have a meeting with a team member. At the end of the meeting, you don't have an action. They have an action. So please don't tell them, I'll give you this information, and then you could start, because a lot of employees are going to wait until they get that information. So you give them the task. As a manager, it is your job to keep their monkeys on their back, if they have a monkey. So which means that at the end of a conversation, you clearly communicate to them, hey, these are the next actions that you're going to do, right? And these are or ask them, what are you going to do? Versus many times what happens is there are like tricky, smart people in this world who are really good at saying, oh, I was waiting for you to do this thing. And as a manager, please don't commit to something that you co-share responsibility. If you co-share responsibility, let them do it. Allow them to be leaders who could grow to the next level. Instead of that, I have seen managers, vice presidents, senior people in senior positions in different countries, different companies. What they do is they will be like, oh, I'll send you this information. And then the manager forgets about it, the employee forgets about it, it's all gone. The second thing that you could do, is, in order for you to not keep other people's monkey, is to have a follow-up list. And we'll talk more about follow-up list in a different video. But this is the most important list for an entrepreneur, for a manager, for somebody who's a senior professional. You must have a follow-up list. Because just by the fact that you have a follow-up list, your team members will be 20% more efficient. Why? Because they know that you're going to follow up. So over the years of me working with people in corporate life, in my own business, for now almost 2 decades, right? More than 2 decades. 22, 23 years now, almost. One thing that I recognized working with people is when people work with me, they always know that I'm going to ask. If I assign something to them, they know that I have assigned it to them, and they know that I'm going to follow up with them. So this way, there's no way in my career, like there were like people working for me from different countries, different time zones. And one thing they all know is, one, no matter what happens, I'm going to support them if there's a difficulty. At the same time, if they forget, they know that I'm going to remember no matter what I assigned them. I know that I assigned it to them. They know that I'm going to follow up with them. So which means even if I don't follow up with them, things get done. So stop taking other people's monkeys. And one of the reasons why people take other people's monkeys on their shoulder is because they don't want to be rejected. Like imagine, I can give you another example. I used to work for a healthcare company as a technical manager. And when I was a technical manager for this company, there are some standard people. In every company, there are like 2 or 3 people, if you have a large enough team, who basically are professionally dedicated to distract other people, right? So I start my work at 8:30, 9:45, all of a sudden, this person, let's call him Jack, although he's a woman, Jack shows up in front of my desk and it's like, okay, Ruble, what do you do with this? Like, what is this thing? And all of a sudden, this person wants, Jack, the woman wants, is she just wants to hand this over to me and then walk away. So my thing is, my default answer is, can this wait till next Tuesday? Seriously, I'm not kidding, okay? So essentially what I say is, no matter what Jack brings, my answer is, can this wait till next Tuesday at 3 p.m.? And I might change from Tuesday to Thursday and Thursdays to Monday and stuff like that, 2 p.m. to 1 p.m. and things like that. Then Jack is realizing, oh my gosh, he's so busy till Tuesday at 2 p.m. And 80% of the time, Jack will tell me, oh yeah, for sure, that should be fine. And then I capture that into my list, and then I reach out to him by Tuesday. Seriously. What does that mean? It means that the whole purpose of Jack showing up in front of your desk was unconsciously, he's trying to distract you. His intention is not to distract you, but he wants to take it off his head. This person wants to take it off his head. She has a monkey on her back. She wants to transfer it to somebody. So instead of taking it on your shoulder, if you keep on taking monkeys on your shoulder, as you start working for some company, if you're a CEO of the company, you would have like 73 monkeys in less than 3 years. And then you cannot even stand up because many people have given you so many things and you became the constraint of the company. The purpose of being a CEO of a company or a senior executive of a company is not to be the constraint of the company, but you are not going to be the bottleneck of the company. You are the opening of the company. You are the person who takes the company to the next level. So how do you do that? The way you do that is, one, by specifically setting criteria on other people's monkeys. If it belongs to them, do not take it. And if you're an employee, if you have a colleague coming to you and saying, hey, I have this beautiful monkey. Oh my gosh, look at this well-behaved monkey. And then they try to put it on your shoulder. You need to politely be able to say, no, that's not my monkey. I'll be happy to help you train this monkey. I'll teach you how to manage this monkey, but I'm not taking this monkey on. Does that make sense, this metaphor? Yeah, think about it. In relationship, your wife, your husband, what are the monkeys that your wife, your husband is sharing with you? If you have children, what are the monkeys that your children are delegating to you? What are the things that they need to do? Maybe washing their clothes is a monkey that they need to manage. And then all of a sudden, you have been doing it for a long time and they are in that comfort zone. You're not allowing them to be leaders. You want to feel good about yourself. You don't let them do their stuff. You're not letting them grow. In fact, you become a hindrance for their growth. So the point is, this is something that I say always with my team, like in multiple companies that I'm involved in. Never wait for me. So I might say something, hey, I would do this thing, but don't wait for me. Just go ahead and do it, and we'll improve it later. So always figure out a way for you to be not a constraint, because you're so busy. If you're a senior manager, if you're a vice president, if you're a CEO of a company, since you are a CEO of a company, you don't have time. And because you don't have time, what happens is you would inherently drop a lot of things. And since you will drop a lot of things, you don't want your entire company to be waiting on you. And that it increases stress for you. And then you will blame them that they are not performing, but in reality, you screwed up. So let's take that responsibility and decide today that the monkey business of carrying other people's monkey, it's not your job. You have your own monkeys. And if you hired people to take care of your monkeys, yeah, of course you need to delegate that. That's the opposite side. If you have some monkeys that you need to delegate and you're holding on to 73 monkeys, it's time to start sharing some of your monkeys with your team members. If you hired them to do that, and if you're paying them, you need to share that with them instead of carrying in your shoulder. But if you have people, other employees, other managers, other people in your organization, in your life, sharing their monkeys with you, and then ask them to hold on to it and manage it and feed it, stop doing that. Because in life, you're here to do what you are here to do, not what they are here to do. So you don't need to feed their monkeys. There are enough monkeys that you have that you need to be feeding anyways. Does that make sense? So understand this metaphor. Think about, like, at the end of this video, by the way, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to this channel so you get videos like this, because all the time you'll be talking about completely unique, different ideas that could dramatically change the way you look at business and life and everything in between. So subscribe, like the video, and if you have any questions, comments, put that in the chat. We'll be happy to look at it. And if you have a topic that you want me to talk about, put that in the comment too, and we would address that, or we will review that, and we'll try to record videos on those topics. So the bottom line is, don't carry other people's monkeys. That's it for this week. I'll talk to you next week with a uniquely different topic about business, life, spirituality, or neurology. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks.